press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students. So today let us continue with the exercise of chapter probability, that is 15.1. I was doing the problems like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, all those things, and 10th and 11th there are similar problems. Today I am going to do 12th problem. Okay, first I will read out the question. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing at one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are equally likely outcomes. What is the probability that it will point at 8, an odd number, a number greater than 2, a number less than 9? Okay, now this is the question. It's a game of chance and I have drawn a diagram for you. Here you all know a game of chance here, like they will spin that arrow, spin the wheel, this wheel, and this arrow will come to rest in any one of the numbers which is there from 1 to 8. So they are asking you what is the probability of getting 8. They are equally likely outcomes here. Okay. So what is the probability of getting 8? So for that easily we can say, that is what is the total outcome. So when the digits are there from 1 to 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the total outcome is 8. And what is the probability of getting 8? That is, so what is the favorable outcome? You all know it is 1. Only once you can get that 8. Once when you just turn the wheel there, you can the arrow will stop for 8, isn't it? The arrow, it will stop for 8. So that is 1. So 1 by 8 is the answer. I hope you understood. But here the answers, writing the answer is not important. So you have to follow the steps which is necessary and then finally you have to write the answer. So let us start this. So how to write this? So as I told you in the previous class, you have to write all the details there. Okay. So first let us write the total number of all possible outcomes. So this is number of possible outcome. Number of possible outcomes. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So how many possible outcome? 8. Okay. Next, see here the first one is 8 they have given. So let us proceed like that only. So first one 8. So here first one. So this is solution. So you can write the steps like this. The outcomes favorable to the event. So you have to write the event. Which is that event? Arrow will point at 8. So this is the event. Arrow will point 8. Okay, this is the event. And you can represent this event by E, E1, E2, E3 like that. E1, E2, E3, E4 like that also. Or you can give any other alphabets like E, F, G, H or A, anything, no problem. Okay. So you can follow the textbook they have given there. So you can see the examples and follow the same steps. Okay, the outcomes favorable to the event denoted by E. So this you can write denoted by E1, anything you can take E1, okay, or which are the outcome? So R 8, only 8 means we have 1. I hope you understood. So of getting favorable outcome, this is the event. Arrow will point at A, 8. Arrow will point at A and it is denoted by the letter E1. So R 8. So means you will get 8. So to get 8 I am writing that. So how many? So it is 1. The number of favorable outcome is 1. So next you all know the formula. So better write the formula, hence P of E1, or generally you can write E is equal to number of favorable outcomes to event E1 divided by number of possible outcomes. Okay, so these are the steps you should follow. So here then you can write E, you write, then P of E1 is equal to, hence P of E1 is equal to, yes, now you can write, so 1 by 8. So favorable outcome to the event E is 1 by 8. See, this is the general formula I have written. So I have taken E as a event, and this E1 is the particularly this event. Okay, so we can write like that. Next, what is the next? An odd number. Second one, an odd number. So the outcomes, see here, this you need not write once again. Number of possible outcomes is same, 8 only. Okay, so the outcomes favorable to the event. Okay, what is the event? An odd number, means arrow will point an odd number. So this event you can represent as E2. Okay, so here onwards again you need not write the formula, hence P of E2. Okay, sorry, before that, favorable outcome you better write here. Which are the favorable outcome in the bracket? Also you can write like this, R. Which are the outcome? 1, odd numbers. So from this odd number, 1, 3, 5 and 7. So 1, 3, 5 and 7. Therefore, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what is the answer? Probability is 4 divided by 8. That is 1 by 2. Okay. So next one, again a number greater than 2. Number greater than 2. So which is the number greater than 2? So third one, the outcomes favorable to the event, arrow will point a number greater than 2. A number greater than 2. Okay. It is denoted by E3 R. Which are the favorable outcomes? Greater than 2. So you should be very, very careful when they ask like this, greater than 2. Sometimes they will ask greater than or equal to 2. Greater than 2 means don't include 2. It's very, very important. So you read the question once, twice and then answer. Okay. Greater than 2. Greater than 2 means from 3 onwards you have to write up to 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So again probability, hence I hope you can see this part of okay. Hence P of E3 now E3 is equal to okay now 6 by 8. 2 3s are 3 by 4. 6 by 8. Okay. I hope you understood this much. Okay. Now next fourth one here, sub question fourth one, a number less than 9. A number less than 9. So you should think for a while, number less than 9. So less than 9 means here 9 we don't have, less than 9 means it is 8 only. So what is the answer? 8 by 8, that is 1. I hope you understood that. 8 by 8 it will be, that is 1. And I hope it's an example for sure event. Okay. Now, so fourth one I will write here only. So fourth one, the outcome favorable to the event arrow will point less than 9. Okay, less than 9, denoted by how much? Denoted by E4 as R. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So hence how much? What is the answer? What is the answer? Answer is P of E4 is equal to, now possible outcome is also 8 and favorable outcome is also 8. So 8 by 8 is the answer, that is equal to 1. See, these are the steps you should follow. I know the answer is very simple. Mentally you can calculate and you will know the answer, but the steps are important, very important. So you have to write the formula, you have to write the possible outcomes, then you have to write the favorable outcome, in detail you have to write. Okay. So afterwards you can write the final answer. So this is these are the steps you should follow. So let us move on to the next one. Okay, I will read out the question for you. Next one. A die is thrown once, find the probability of getting first one a prime number, second one a number lying between 2 and 6, third one an odd number. Okay, now let us write. So you all know when the die is thrown, you know the possible outcome, total number of possible outcome. So let us start writing. First solution for 13th one. Here the number of possible, I hope you understood the question, possible outcomes. The number of possible outcomes is how much? See, when you throw a dice, you will get either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So possible outcome is how much? 6. Okay. Next. So to get a prime number, the outcome favorable to the event getting a prime number. That is, you can write F for this event. So hence, prime number, which are the prime numbers here? 2, 3 and 5. So getting prime number 2, 3 and 5. So what is the number of favorable outcome? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next. Hence, so I have given the name F for the event. So P of F is equal to number of favorable outcome divided by possible outcome. So write the formula for each and every problem. Please write the formula. Okay. Now see here, 1 by 3, sorry, 1 by 2. Okay, the answer. Next, second one. What is the second one? Second one is a number lying between 2 and 4. A number lying between 2 and 4. Okay. So number lying between 2 and 6. Number lying between 2 and 6. So number lying between 2 and 6. See here. Between 2 and 6. Again you should be very, very careful. Read the question. Between means you should not include 2 and 6. So between means 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now again you write the number of possible outcome will be same 6. Then the outcomes favorable to the event. Okay. Getting number lying between 2 and 6. So you will give G. Any alphabet you can use. So it is the number lying between 2 and 6. So how many? 2 and 6? 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So between, so don't include 2 and 6. So you should read the question carefully now. Next, hence P of G is equal to 3. Again here also we have 3. 3 by total possible is 6. So again here also 1 by 2. So what is the third question? Third question, an odd number. Okay. Third one, an odd number. The outcomes favorable to the event getting odd number. So odd number H will give. So which is the odd numbers here? Out of this odd number 1, 3 and 5. So 1, 3 and 5. So how many? Here also again 3. Therefore hence P of H is equal to 3 by 6. 1 by 2. Okay. I hope it is clear. 1 by 2. So for all the 3 it is 1 by 2 only. Okay, shall we move on to the next one? Okay, suppose if it is from 2 and 6. So between means you should leave 2 and 6. In between you have to take 3, 4, 5. From 2 to 6 means then you have to include. So you should be very, very careful and read the question carefully and then attempt. Okay. Next one. Okay. Card problem, we'll see. 14th one. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red color. Second one, a face card, a red face card, the jack of hearts, a spade, the queen of diamonds. See, to attempt this, I told you in the previous class, the introduction class, I had given you the flow chart related to these cards. Just let us try to recall it, and then you can attempt. If you know that flow chart, you can attempt easily. So you have that in your textbook. You have that in your textbook, page number 301. That day I told you, see 52 cards, roughly I will write 13 suits. It is divided into so this is red. So you can turn the page. This is black. Again in red we have under this club and spade. Under this we have heart and diamond. So red color, heart and diamond, red color, and black color is club and spade. Roughly I have written that, I have given neatly the work, the flow chart. Okay, and here each suit will contain 10 from 10 to up to 2, and also king, queen, jack, and also ace. Ace. Here also 10 up to 2, king, queen, jack, and ace. Again here also in heart, diamond, club also 10 up to 2, king, queen, jack, and ace. Same way here also. See, that day in the previous class I have given you the detail of all this flow chart. Roughly I have written now. So now if you know this flow chart, it will be easy for you to do it. Okay. So let me start. First one, a king of red color. A king of red color. Okay. Let me do a king of red color. See, red color, you can just observe carefully here. See, red color is this part. These two are red colors. Again here, this also. Okay. And again here, this and spade. Okay. Now, out of 26, we have king of red color. So this is also red color and this is also red color. So I hope you understood this. So let us write the number of possible outcomes. The number of possible outcomes. So as you all know, we have 52 cards, therefore 52. 52 cards, total 52 cards. So we'll write. Next, first one. To get, so the same statement I'll write now. The number of favorable outcomes event you can write here. Getting a king of red color. E. So here getting king of red color 2. Okay. So 13 and 13. So these two are red color and this is black color. And from red color we have heart and diamond. So king of hearts is 1 and king of diamond is also 1. So therefore 2. Hence P of E is equal to 2 by 52. So you can simplify 1s are 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 12, 1 by 26. Okay, next one, a face card. As I told you earlier, face card. Which are the face cards? Which are the face cards? These 3 are the face cards. King, Queen and Jack. So here also 3 and 3. So total that day also I told you there are 12 face cards. 4 3s are 12. So again second one, to get the face card, the number of favorable outcome getting a face card. So you should know which are the face cards. Okay, until and unless you are thorough with the flow chart which I had given you before in the introduction class, you cannot do the sum. Okay. So getting a face card. So this event P of F, I will give P of F which is equal to, sorry, you should not write P of F, just event. F how much? Face card 12. So hence probability of F is equal to 12 by 52. So number of possible, total number of possible outcomes will be 52 only. So 12 by 52. So here 2 6 are 226. Okay. 2 3s are 3 by 13. 3 by 13 is the answer. Okay. Next one, a red face card. See here, a red face card. So which are the red face card? See, face card means these 3 all face card generally. So it is including red and black. But now they are particularly asking red face card. So definitely these 3 and these 3. Okay. 3 plus 3, 6. 6. What is the answer now? 6 by 52. Okay. Now I will just write this only. I will rub this and write. So the number of favorable outcome getting a red face card. So the event can write G. So G is equal to how much? We are getting red face card 6. Okay. Therefore, hence probability of getting a red face card is how much? Probability of G event, this is denoted by G. So I am writing G here. Okay. Now 6 by 52. 6 by 52. Okay. Now the next one, you can simplify it. Again here also you will get 3 by 26. Okay, next one, a jack of hearts. See, just see heart how many it has? 1. So jack of heart is 1. So probability, next, this is third one. Now fourth one, the number of favorable outcome getting the jack of hearts. So it is representative GH H. How much? 1. Therefore, hence probability of getting a jack of heart. Getting a jack of heart. How much? Probability of getting a jack of heart is 1. Therefore, probability is 1 by 52. So this is the answer, 1 by 52. Next one, a spade. Spade, how many spades are there here? Spade 13, correct? So 13 by 52 is the answer. I hope by now you are familiar with this flow chart and also the answer. So I will rub this. So fifth one, the number of favorable outcome, that is getting spade. So how many spade? So you can denote the event by HI. Any alphabet you can use. Therefore, hence probability of an event is equal to how many spade? So how many spade? 13. So 13 by 52. That is the answer. Okay. Then a last one, a queen of diamonds. So queen of diamonds. See how many diamond? 13. Under that queen is only 1. Okay. Queen of diamond. Okay, you can simplify this. Last one. The number of favorable outcome of getting the queen of diamonds. Getting the queen of diamonds. So it can be represented by J, and how much? Only 1. Therefore, hence probability of an event, that is J, is 1 by 52. 1 by 52. Okay. I hope you understood this. So let us continue in the next class. So you keep practicing. So this is a very easy chapter, but at the same time you cannot neglect also. Sometimes it will be tricky questions. So you have to think and answer sometimes. So though it is easy, there will be tricky question in this chapter. So practice well and work out the example problems also. Thank you.